Hi guys, I'm Mohammad Nasir Khan. Today I'm going to present a lecture series on facility planning and plant engineering, and this is a very interesting subject. And in this subject, these are you should aware about the some course objective and the course outcomes. So these are the four course objective of this course. The one objective is the course aim in identifying the necessity for facility planning and layout in multi-plant operations. Second objective is to understand the techniques applying in computerized layout planning and single and the multi-facility location and layout models. The third objective is to study the various inventory models and their needs for inventory management. And the last and the fourth is to understand the application of different networks. So these are the course objective. In this subject, you can understand how to make planning of in industries, and there are different types of nature of industries. If you are talking about the manufacturing industries, if you are talking about the service sectors like hospitals, etc., etc., so there are need some planning. So and different types of facilities are giving there. So in this whole course you can understand how to make the layout, what are the conditions related to the layout, what is the flexibility related to the layout, and how why we need to plan these areas to industry, and as well as in service sectors. So these, after learning and go through this whole course, then you are able that this is your basic outcomes. After fulfilling full completion of this course, you are easily identify the need of facility planning and layout, and easily understand how the analytical plant layout problems can be solved by using some systematic layout planning or another relationship diagram, etc., etc. And after that you are able to know what is you can easily gain the knowledge and understanding of applying the techniques of computerized layout planning like craft, core lab, ldap for single and the multi-facility location problems and layout model. And after that you can get more knowledge about the inventory models and their necessity for inventory management. And at last you can easily develop and analyze the cpm part network and understand their application in industries. So this is all about your course objective and course outcomes. This is a very interesting area, and with this help you can easily maintain different types of layout location problems. So first of all, you should know what is the facility planning. So if we take the example, suppose in a manufacturing area, the main objective is to support the production. Huh. So for the production, what are the things required for it? Machine, material, manpower, etc., etc. So for managing all these things, we have required some certain types of planning. Same way, if you are talking about the an airport, the objective is to support the passenger airplane interfaces. If you taking another more example, and taking the hospital example, that is the service sectors, so in that cases the main objective is to provide the medical care to the patients. So each and every area having some certain planning. So the main objective, or in terms of definition, if we are talking about that, to facility planning basically determine how an activity tangible with the fixed assets, your asset become is fixed. So with this fixed asset you are support to achieve the activity objectives. And these are the some certain points related to the facility planning process and the generation of the layouts. So because there are number many number of types of layouts alternatives you can find out, but the study of these is very critical. Sometimes it may be possible to resolve the problem, but sometimes you are not able to resolve the problem. So in that condition, what will you do, and what type of planning you have to require? So understand, and some relationship between the activities of a layout to establish. And the main thing is, like, this type of questions also comes in your mind, that which come first, material handling system or the facility layout? They are all related with each other. And the fixed path versus the variable path handling, centralized versus decentralized, and the degree of automation, what type of degree of automation used in handling the material, or in transporting the material from one machine to another machine, or from after production of the product to the dispatch. And another is, what type of inventory control you are doing, whether it should be controlled by physical or computer. So these are the some basic idea about that. Once you start uh, designing related to this, so you can easily understand, okay, what you want to say. Okay, so this is the main facility planning objective. Okay, the core objective is what of the planning? So the main important is, what is your organization? So first of all, you fulfill in your planning what is the goal, what is the mission of your organization, and what they want from you in their planning. So generally, the proper organization mission is improve material handling, controlling over the material, and good housekeeping. These are the three basic areas under which we can easily plan the organization's goal. Okay, suppose if you are talking about the material handling, so what type of material handling you have to require in your manufacturing area? Sometimes in a small sector, I have seen people just take the product from one machine and directly throw to the another machine. They are not using any type of tray or place in a particular area or particular tray, है ना? So these are the things. Another is the controlling over the material, how much wastage are there. huh? You have to know about that. And how to place the material. Sometimes your product is ready but demand is not come from the market. So under that condition, what will you do? So you have to place your material in a right way, in a proper way, otherwise your product become worse. So in that condition, suppose the demand maybe arise anytime. If it is arise, then you supply easily, otherwise you are not able to supply. So the scheduling of the you can say in your organization should be proper. So there is the some relationship between the scheduling, product design, layout. They all are interact with each others. And the second is the effective utilization of the people, equipment, and space. Sometimes in an industry, space is limited. Huh. But day by day your product demand is going to be changed, enhancement in the product is going to be rise. So under that condition, what will you do? How to use your space? Sometimes your space should be like that. If it is the product come means, you can say, if your demand comes certainly, then how to place the raw material, how to place finished product, semi finished product, where you are to placing all that these things, where are the new machines are required, where you have to place, and where you have to arrange. So all these things, so it should be some flexibility in your space. Equipment, what type of equipments you are using, and what type of equipments are required for the particular products. And what type of peoples are required. Sometimes no need, suppose if we are talking about the small scale industries, people are generally taking more time at a one place, at a one machine. After working on a particular machine, they can easily work or handle the machine, or they can easily do the work on that particular machine, because they are spending lots of time on that on a one products. So these are the things. So if your peoples are skilled, where you have to use. If your people are unskilled, where you have to use. If it is a managerial, it is the supervisor. So all these things very effectively you have to utilize people's equipments and the space. This is also the one objective of the facility planning. And the next is the minimize capital investment, because this is the main issue. Okay, because your capital is fixed, so under that condition unnecessary investment you cannot require. So unnecessary investment should be stopped. So in that condition, so investment should be minimized as much as possible. Suppose uh, you have a machine. Suppose a new product come in. You are doing you are prepared or you are manufactured on that machine where you have already uh, you have already taking the same product on a same machine. So why we need to purchase another machine? So that's why we have used a utilization or minimize the investment in uh, in your in your organizations. And the fourth one is the be flexible and promote easy of maintenance. This is the most important. Sometimes you have seen you have to fix it, you cannot remove it. So every machine required its maintenance. So you have to place the machine in that way that the machine should easily be maintained, and should easily some, if you are remove it, if you are promote it, if you are add some extra attachment to this machine. So these are the some flexibility should be considered in your planning. And then the next is the provide for employee safety and the job satisfactions. This is the most important criteria. Suppose if you are using if you are doing some work on a like press, hydraulic press, or yeah, you are using on a you are working on a lathe machine, है ना? So if you are wearing some safety you can say safety gloves, you can say goggles, yeah, you can say you have to take some safety related to your employee. So what does it mean, once your, if you care it your employee, it means you are caring your organization, simple in another way. And whatever the people are working in that area, they should be satisfied. Okay, whatever I am doing, I am satisfied the product. We are suppose you are working on the lathe machine, so the operator of the lathe machine satisfy whatever the operation they are doing. They are satisfied. Okay, yes, I have done it right. I have do the operation in a right way. So if you care your employee, if then or you give the job satisfaction to your employee, ultimately your employee become give more extra output. Huh? So these are the some basic objectives of the planning. That's why we need the planning. Huh? So with this layout you can easily understand what is the mean of planning, here the current on left hand side, on the current layout is of existing building is given to there. Your in the planned layout you can see the proposed addition you are added in your layout. So in that condition, these addition of the addition in your proposed layout, so what is the flexibility of these? So these may be possible or not, so we have focus on it. So these are the some certain points related to this. How if you are planned this, is it possible, this planning is feasible or not? These are the things. So once your you should understand about the some points, means reduction cost should be reduce the cost, increase the supply chain, effectively utilization people, equipment, space and energy, है ना? Improve customer satisfaction, that is the most important. If your customer is not satisfied from your product, then how will you sell it in future? So this is all are the things. Huh. And the last, that is the some steps in use in the facility planning process. Once, that is the one is the define the problem. Hmm. What the owners of the company wants from you? What is the problem of the company? Huh? What is the problem of the owner? What they want? So first you have to know about the problem. Okay, what is the problem? So once you analyze the problem, yeah, first you define the problem. So these are the some basic steps how to formulate the problem. So in that condition, the formulation of the problems comes arise uh, because of the many reasons. So first, today we just summarized up to that. So define the problem, analyze the problem, determine space requirements, evaluate alternatives, select design and implement the designs. So we will later discuss each and every point, because each and every points have its own details. This is understand, you can understand. So this is whole about your facility planning and the processes. In this further we can learn what type of products you are using, what type of you can say planning are required. So all these things, so these are the some basic steps. First you define the problem, and your problem should be on paper. If this is our problem, is it feasible or not? And analyze the problem. Okay, this is exist or not, analyze how it can be analyzed by the black box approaches. You can analyze it, that is any problem you have to define the two state A and state B. In a state, suppose if you want to plan a lathe machine, in a X department, so what are the place of this? So under that condition you have to define the particular states. So in that condition you can find the all related planning process. And when we start the mathematical modeling related to this, so you can easily understand. And that is a very interesting, really very interesting. And with this help of this, really in your life you are able to think about the planning. So today is enough. Thank you. Okay, before wind up, these are also procedure of the facility layout. These are the some scientist approaches: Nadler's idea system approach, Immer's basic, Apple's plants layout procedures, Reed plants layout procedures, Buther systems layout planning. And this is the very uh, important systematic layout planning which are used nowadays. And with this layout procedure, these are the some basic points, and on each basic points you are focused what they are saying. Suppose procure the basic data. First you have to need, you are retrieve the data from the company, from the owners, who they want improve or who they want change in the industry, or they want required some planning. So analyze the basic data, design the productive process, plan the material flow pattern, what type of flow pattern are there, consider the general material handling plan, and calculate the equipments requirement. Unnecessary equipments, no need. So these are the some planning in the layout procedure, or by using by the apples. So you can go through it, and related to this ask the question in the interaction meeting. And this is all about in in this lecture. Thank you.